Junji Ito's The Scar, dubbed by Corruption Studios. The chapter starts out with a girl named Azumi. Azumi has a strange crescent moon on her forehead. It's a scar that she got from falling off a contraption at recess as a kid. Rumors at her high school say that the scar on her forehead would work like a spell, which made boys attracted to her. More so, obsessed. Even though it seemed like Azumi could get whoever she wanted, she was cold to all of them. She would get them obsessed and then dump them. Azumi was friends with the main character of the book, Kiri. Even though the spell part was a rumor, Azumi did admit to the main character, Kiri, she could have anyone she wanted. This made Kiri visibly uneasy. Kiri later tells Azumi that she met Shuichi, her boyfriend, at the train station. Azumi asks if Shuichi is her boyfriend, and Kiri hesitantly says yes, which is met with Azumi asking if she could meet him. With some concerns, Kiri agrees to let Azumi meet her boyfriend, Shuichi. Upon meeting, Shuichi erratically starts yelling at Azumi, saying, "It's you! Go away!" Later on, Kiri calls Shuichi, asking what's up with him. He says that looking at her is like looking down from a high place. Azumi comes back to Shuichi the next day, confused as to why her spell doesn't work on him. He says that the scar on her forehead is a spiral, not a crescent moon. She reveals it to herself and realizes that he's right. She then becomes obsessed with Shuichi and knocking on his door daily, and even wanting to move out of her home closer to where he's at. Later on, Kiri confronts Azumi, stating that she's already Shuichi's girlfriend. But their conversation gets interrupted by a whirlwind. The whirlwind reveals to Kiri that Azumi actually has a spiral on her forehead. Not only that, but it's abnormally large. Azumi runs away from Kiri. Unfortunately, she finds herself in an alleyway with one of her obsessed lovers, Okada. Okada tells Azumi that he feels like he's being drawn to her, almost like he's being sucked in. A couple days pass and Azumi hasn't been to school, but has been kept up in her room. Shuichi calls Kiri, asking if she knows who somebody named Okada is. He says he wants to meet Shuichi at the park to talk to him about someone. Shuichi assumes that it's about Kiri. Kiri is confused and she goes on the hunt looking for the park that he's supposed to meet Okada at. As she's wandering around searching for the park, Kiri finds someone who looks just like Azumi, yet she's wearing a hat so low that it's concealing her whole face. "Hey, Azumi?" Kiri confronts Azumi, and Azumi then reveals her face. Her face is now half spiral. Kiri, in shock, is held up on a wall, looking in horror. In the distance, she sees Shuichi talking to Okada. They are discussing who Shuichi is supposed to meet there. "There she is," says Okada. Azumi is now revealed, with her whole face being a spiral, which is one of the most horrific images I've ever seen. She ends up eating Okada and then eating herself until there's no trace of her left. Uzumaki follows a town that is possessed by spirals. Whoever knew that spirals could be made to be so terrifying?